Welcome to First Things First, the weekday morning devotions from Pastor Stephen Miller at First Free Will Baptist Church of Morrison City in Kingsport, Tennessee.
Good morning and welcome to First Things First. Today is Monday, June the 17th. I'm glad that you've joined me today and thankful for another day the Lord's blessed us with, allowed us to be a part of. And thank you for joining me again today, and sorry about last week. Didn't stream, but I think maybe once or twice last week, but my wife had a lot of health problems as it continues to go on and on, but I ended up in the hospital with her for a couple of nights, and just a rough week last week, so I didn't didn't do very much streaming. I did study, but didn't come on here and do a First Things First program, so I apologize for that. But back today, and thank you again for joining me today, and thankful for what God's doing, what we know that He's going to do. I'm glad that this world is not my home. I'm glad that I'm going to a better place, and that there will be no more suffering, no more heartaches, no more pains and problems up there. But until we get there, we've got to carry on. We've got to do what the Lord would have for us to do. And this week we'll be studying the Lord's will and about walking in purity. And that's the theme for this week. And the scripture for today comes to us from Ephesians chapter 4, verses 1 through 3, which says, I therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech you that you walk worthy of the vocation wherewith ye are called, with all lowliness and meekness, with long-suffering, forbearing one another in love, endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. And truly today, that's what the Lord is calling us to do, is to keep united in this thing as Christians, and it doesn't matter if we're Free Will Baptists, we're Church of Christ, or Methodist, whatever the denomination is. That has nothing to do with it. What it has everything to do with Jesus Christ, being the servant of Him, and we are called to walk together in this thing with all lowliness and meekness and long suffering, forbearing one another. And we talked about forbearing yesterday in the message. If you weren't here, forbearing means to hold up or to strengthen one another in love, and try to keep the weights of the world from falling down upon somebody. We work together in this thing, united. And I liked what the today's devotion in the book says. Most of the time I don't read the full devotion, but as we look at it, just thought that it was interesting to share with you today. It says, one of Aesop's fables is about 4 oxen that lived in the field together. Nearby was a hungry lion who would wander around the field waiting for a chance to attack the oxen. Whenever the lion got close, however, the oxen would stand with their tails together, each facing in a different direction, so the lion was always facing a pair of sharp horns. One day the oxen got into an argument, and they all stomped off to different corner of the field. Seeing this, the lion attacked them one by one, and soon there were no more oxen. And today, that's just what we need to learn by. And I know this is a fable. This is Aesop's fables, one of many. But we can learn from that, as we learn from the scripture today, that we're supposed to stay united. And because if we're not united, then that's whenever the enemy, the old devil, is going to come in, and he's going to attack us one by one. And That's how that the Lord gets us, or how the devil gets us. And the Lord, though, wants us to be united. He doesn't want any Lone Ranger servants out there. We're to work together in this thing, because I can't do everything on my own. You can't do everything on your own. But when we work together at this thing, we can build a church and build God's kingdom up. So as we walk in purity, we walk in what the Lord would have for us to do with lowliness and meekness, and all long suffering. We don't like that word long suffering either, do we? Because that means that we are going to suffer a long time. We're going to go through some things. It's not always going to be a bed of roses, but we are to lift one another up in love and strengthen one another, endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit in the bonds of peace. And today, if we'll do that, then we will be blessed and we'll be strengthened as we're strengthened from one another, and we strengthen others as we go along. So, friend, hope that you can do that today. Hope that you can be a blessing and be strengthened. Maybe this little broadcast that we put on here might be a strength to you and a help to you. I hope that it is, and I hope that the Lord will bless you through this day. Friend, again, hope that you have a great day today as we start the work week off, and I hope the Lord will guide you in His ways and guide you in the way of unity today. And I hope to see you. And I know last week I said I'll see you tomorrow. But it didn't come. So, Lord's willing, I'll put it that way. I'll see you tomorrow morning for another edition of First Things First. May God bless you is our prayers.
First Things First is a ministry of First Free Will Baptist Church of Morrison City. We are located at 211 West Carters Valley Road in Kingsport, Tennessee.